Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here and spending a little bit of time with me. So I'm here to share days 25, 26, 27, and 28 in our Strawberry Bliss projects. This is an open collaboration hosted by Polly's Pretties Coloring and Crafting, or Crafting and Coloring. It'll be linked down below, as well as the hashtag, so be sure to click on that and see everyone else that's participating. I know there's at least a handful of us, and there's some amazing creativity going on, so be sure to check everyone else out. So I'll start with day 25. This was my day 24, so hopefully you already saw that. And that was frogs and I forget. Oh, fun foam, fun foam. Okay. So anyway, this one is journaling card and tuck spot. So I kept it pretty simple. Here's what I did. I used some of the paper out of the Stamps by Me Berry Fresh pack I'm trying to use up. I don't think I'm going to make it. And you'll see why, maybe. This is a piece of washi. Don't know where it came from. This and this are stickers out of that Doodlebug sheet I've been using that had strawberries and frogs. This little frog here and another one over there in the corner. Most of them have this glitter, which does rub off, unfortunately, but I want to use them, so, and I do have a spray fixative I could probably put on there, but I don't know if I will. Anyway, or maybe even just coat them with Mod Podge, it'll dull it. I don't know. These two are Memories and More cards from Stampin' Up! Out of one of two packs, and I am not going to remember which pack they came out of, but it was either Today is the Day or What a Year. Because I have those two packs out I've been using some of. And I just picked two that were pink and had writing space on the back, and the colors I kind of felt like went. And this was a random piece of ephemera I found. I am not sure where it was from. Might have been out of a paper pumpkin kit, but honestly, I don't know. It could have been out of one of my summer packs of ephemera that I just looked through the other day for a different project for Deck the Year. Anyway, and this is my tuck spot. It's just, I took a gesso jar sitting on my table, put a scrap piece of paper down here. I did ink around the edges with something. I can't remember. This page I think has Kitsch Flamingo. I might still have a pencil line on there. I'll have to erase. Anyway, I just traced it with a pencil and then cut it out so that it would be a corner tuck. And that's all I did on that page. Very simple, very simple. So let me see. The next page is, what is it? It's been a little bit here. Oh, ATC card and polka dots. Also a pretty easy page. So let me show you what I did and move this over. So I had in the Stamps by Me Berry Fresh set, there was a pack of vellum, and this vellum has polka dots. Maybe you can, there you can see it better. So what I did, and this is a piece of Stampin' Up! Paper. I don't remember which paper pack. Oh, here it is. It was the In Colors from 22 to 24, and this is actually Tahitian Tide. I was going to use whatever this color is, Sweet Sorbet. However, I didn't have any more polka dot paper in that, and that's okay, because the blue went better with this blue vellum. So what I did is I took a piece of book page, I stamped strawberries and dots, because, you know, polka dots, all over it in actually Vintage Photo. I did distress all this page in Vintage Photo. And then I took tear and tape, you know, double-sided tape, along here, here, and here for the vellum only. The paper I glued down, and that made a pocket for my little ATC. This is did I keep the other piece out here? I don't know if I did. This is the top of one of those tablets. You know, those tablets I keep saying I keep finding something like this, but it had this sweet life and these birds at the top, and I had two pieces of that. I don't know where I put the other piece. Might have put it in with the scraps for the pack. Anyway, so I just glued that down onto, I actually have this box of ATC cards. They were called ATC blanks or something like that, and I'm pretty sure they had them. I can't remember. I think it was Hobby Lobby, but this has been years ago now. And then these are two little stickers out of that same glittery sticker pack, and I just put them on there to be a little tab to help get a hold of it. So I just thought that was cute. And it says Sweet Life and two little bluebirds. And then these little edges also are out of that sticker pack. I feel like I need something here, maybe a bigger card behind it for more writing space, but I can do that at a later time. This is a random piece of ribbon. I was cleaning up my ribbon tubs. I have tubs and also a thing on the back of my door that holds all my ribbon, and another tote in my other half room that has spools of ribbon and stuff that I don't have room for in this room. Anyway, I had this random piece of pink ribbon, and it had polka dots, so I put it over here on this side. So that's what I did. I kind of wish these were pink, but there's this red strawberry. So anyway, I'm not happy with those really 100%. I might do something with them. Okay, so that was day 26, ATC card and polka dots. There are lots of polka dots. The next one is bead trim and squares. Okay, before I show you this one, so this is how I found this, is I went looking through all my loose ribbon. I now have, as a result of that, an extra little box, which is all kind of random pieces that I want to use up first. So except for one little spool that's really pretty. And I knew I had something like this. This is bead trim. It was Styleability. This, I think, was from Walmart, and it's immediately what I thought of. I didn't remember what color I had it in, but I used to do stuff like alter paintbrushes, Dollar Tree, big, like the wide paintbrushes you paint a wall with. Um, and this kind of thing would be nice on it. And I didn't use it because I couldn't figure out where I wanted it. I didn't really want it hanging out, and to have it hanging in, it would be too bulky. So I didn't use that. I'll save that for an altered paintbrush. And then I had watched Polly's channel. I thought, well, what am I going to do? So the next thing I pulled out was this. Well, this is a trim, and it has beads on it, right? And I almost used that, and I still might use that, and I'll show you that in a minute. But Polly had something like this. I don't know if it was the exact same, but Michael's used to have those $1.50 bins up near the cash register. And this was spring. And I have it in white and I have it in mint. And anyway, I used this pink, and I think that's it. So that's my beaded trim. And for squares, I use scraps, book page scraps and scraps out of the paper pad, the Berry Fresh paper pad I'm trying to use up. And I brought in these two postage stamp dies, and I die cut those two sizes in out of my scraps. I didn't have enough scraps just from the paper, so I used book paper. And I did edge all of them with vintage photo. And so here's what I did. So I'll take this out of here for a minute. So you can see I did put washi over here, which is this one, which I don't know, something craft. This was Michael's craft. Anyway, so I just did alternated book page, and I did try to make sure they didn't have any naughty words. See, this is a small one. There's some book page, and I thought about, but I didn't do it yet, taking um, acrylic marker or something, or Posca paint pen, and going around some of these, but I kind of like it not done that way. I did put a light coat of Mod Podge over this because some of the edges, I wasn't sure they'd stay down, and particularly underneath here, and I did already have an issue with that. These two pieces here, this and this circle, were out of those summer ephemera packs I had found for the seashore stuff I did for Deck the Year. So anyway, I put this down with just some double-sided skinny foam tape in two places. And so this goes in, see, it's getting caught on one of these. It is getting caught on this one. I have to go in and somehow figure out how to glue it. And this is a tab punch, and that paper was a scrap out of the My Favorite Things I had gotten out to use in coordination with the Berry Fresh. This is another scrap, which, oh, by the way, has polka dots. That was the other page, but yeah. So this just goes in like a belly band almost, right? I don't know if I love that, but hey, it was an idea because I didn't know what else to do with this page. And then the bead trim is just top and bottom. So not my favorite page, but it's something different. And I just did like a quilt collage of the scrap papers and the book pages. So yeah, I like it. It's okay. Not my fave, but it's okay. And then the last one for today, the word, it was tea and the word strawberry or strawberries. So I, this time, went digging through stickers and I found, I also know I have a tea bag die somewhere, and I was going to do that if I didn't find these, but I found these. And this is what the full pack looks like. So it had tea, some teacups or coffee cups. This is coffee, cakes, coffee, tea time, and this. So I used those two, this, and these three. And also, I had paper and stuff. It was called Tea Boutique. I have a ton of it from, and there's also cards and envelopes that match from Stampin' Up! That had teapots, teacups. So I will show you where I just used a little bit of that. Well, actually, the background paper was a page on the other side that had lemons on it from that tea pack. Oh, and before I do that, these, I was thinking of putting two of these over here like that. I might still do that and glue them down really good. I just think that would be cute. Or one here and one up here, something. So I'm going to leave that out and ponder on that for a little while. So here's my tea time. This is a strip of paper out of the Stampin' Up! Here's that same washi that I don't know where I got it from. It's not labeled. It might be Dollar Tree. I don't know. It's very good washi. It's sticky. This paper had lemons on the back, and I thought the purple color would go good with these stickers as well as the reds. It has a lot of colors in here, but I liked the purple with it. And then as far as the words, I went through my words. Of course, I didn't have anything. I would have had to either print it, write it, which I can't. I'm not a good writer. But I've had these forever. These are Sticko. Probably that's Walmart, I think. It says EK Success. I'm pretty sure. And 2016. Carnival Blue and Carnival Alpha Hot Pink Small. Okay, Carnival's the small, the style. So I had them in pink. Well, I misjudged. I didn't have enough R, so I brought out the blue to put an R in, but it's okay. There's blue in here. There's blue cup, right? Obviously I didn't get my spacing real good. I left a little too much room here, and then it gets a little tighter as you go closer, but I wanted it to say strawberry teas. So I might have some strawberry tea actually. But they're tagless, so tea bags, so it wouldn't have a tag that said strawberry. Or if it did, I would have had a cup of tea and used that. So that's day 28. So just a recap. Oops. Yeah, my tuck spot's a little bit small. Might have to figure that out too. put another little thing across here or something. Anyway, um, day 28, journaling card and tuck spot. Day 29, polka dots and ATC card, which is here. I do have an ATC card stamp too, which maybe I'll put that on the back. ATC. Bead trim, which is pearl trim, and squares, little collaged squares. And lastly, tea and the word strawberry. So yeah, now there's only 3 more days left by the time you are watching this. Well, if you're following along, I've already glued 2 more pages, 2 sets of 2 pages together. So I will have, oops, I will have all this paper left. So I may just, work in it as I see fit. That one's extra there. Gradually, but first I'll be finishing another half composition book that I had started last year. So day 29 is going to be Stars and Grasshopper. And I am not sure about that one. And day 30 will be Water and Snail, and I do have an idea for that one. And day 31 will be the word summer and moon. And I have some ideas for that one. My ideas now never always come to fruition exactly how I think of them because I either can't find something or I find something else. You know how it is. So I never tell you what my ideas are because they may not work out. And just like this, I have a T stamp. I have that paper and I did use it, but not the way I originally thought, because the stickers kind of clashed with the busier side of the papers, but I wanted some of it here and it had that purple in, so I like the purple. And I hadn't really used purple yet in here too much, a little bit there, but so yeah, I'm not going to do that walkthrough now because I'll do the walkthrough on the last video. It'll be 3 days plus the final walkthrough of the whole book. So if you want to see how that turned out, how it turned out everything all at once, then come back and watch that. That will be on Saturday, May 31st that will air, and you should be seeing this on or after Wednesday, May 28th. I am pre-recording it, trying to work ahead so I can get caught up on this and some other things. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider giving me a thumbs up. It helps in the YouTube algorithm. And also thank you for your responses to my question in one of my videos, I think Deck the Year. Apparently I am not monetized, and apparently YouTube does not put ads in, so I'm grateful for that. Um, so I may not opt to get monetized because I didn't make very much, and I have less views now than I did when I was monetized. It's okay. I'm here to have fun, and I just hope that you enjoy what I do, and yeah, and I hope you're having some fun too. And like I said, be sure to go check out Polly's Pretties Coloring and Crafting and Coloring down below. I'm sorry, I should know that. Well, here, I can tell you. Coloring and Crafting. Polly's Pretties Coloring and Crafting. And it's Strawberry Bliss is the hashtag. If you want to look for it, that should be in the title. But there, like I said, are a handful of others playing along, and they are so creative. So please do check them out. We all have our own styles, and I love seeing that because it gives me ideas and sparks something in me usually when I see them. So yeah. All right, guys, take care. Have a wonderful weekend. Let's see. You're seeing this, I said, on the 28th, so I hope you had um, a wonderful Memorial Day. I don't know, at the time I'm recording this, I don't even know what I'm doing for Memorial Day, other than I do need to get over to the cemetery and visit with my dad and my mom and my dad. So anyway, I will talk to you again soon. Hugs, love, and peace.